Finally into some good Star Wars, right? I've been on your podcast. We've been talking about, Andor has been absolutely fantastic. May the 4th came. We got a bunch of big announcements at Celebration. And on May the 4th, something happened. Battlefront 2, the 2017 Battlefront, not the classic one, which is also an amazing game,
right?
Hit 100,000 concurrent players. And it's still today is holding 80 to 90,000. This is on Steam. You can track the data. So there's 100,000 people playing. There's still 80 to 90,000 people, which actually puts it, it's up there in terms of people that are actively playing. There hasn't been a single update to this game in 5 years. And this was posted on Reddit. If this doesn't show the demand for Battlefront 3, what will? So a bunch of Star Wars content creators, Bombastic, he's somebody I really like. He has been making videos about it and saying, hey, the Battlefront 3 hype is working, right? Like, people have been going on to my videos. I actually have made some Battlefront 3 videos, and I'm getting comment after comment and people saying Battlefront 3, just Battlefront 3. It's like people are trying to flood the internet with it to show EA and Disney, hey, we want Battlefront 3. And are we ever going to get it? And I wanted to bring you on because especially the campaign. I think everyone focuses on the multiplayer, but I thought you and I would talk a little bit about the campaign, because I think we both really enjoyed that. And it's just a game that so many people beloved. It's one of the most beloved Star Wars games out there. And now with Andor being as successful as it is, is now the time.
Now is the time. And the quote is, count me in, General. Like, seriously, I would love for them to do this. I didn't even realize that this hype was kind of going on. So I just literally typed in on a search, and it's like, the petition is blowing up. It's literally blowing up for people to kind of like, they're calling for this. And it makes a lot of sense. I mean, it's to have that many active individuals still playing it right now is actually huge, because I've gone back and forth. Like, I upgraded to a PS5, and I'm like, okay, should I re-download it? What, should I get back into it, etc.? Is it gonna be worth it? Are there people out there still wanting to play it? And I'm sure there's a bunch of people on the fringe who, because of the lack of updates, are kind of like, one update and we would have been boom back in there, or a new game. You have I just believe a plethora of Star Wars fans who are clamoring for this. And so it's a gold mine, in my opinion. And you're right. The campaign was so good. It's probably one of the best pieces of Star Wars content,
seriously,
we've actually gotten.
It's really underrated.
Yeah. So holy smoke. I mean, you talk about like a strong female character. Iden Versio is what I'm thinking of, right? In terms of some of the campaign stuff. It is so flipping good. And as you just mentioned, Andor comes out, and it is, it's phenomenal. And it's brought everyone back to the table, everyone back to the tube, watching Star Wars again. So, and just before we hopped on here, you said that's a focus on the rebellion. We have a chance to go back and get this game, Battlefront 3, give us another campaign, blow up some of that Inferno Squad stuff possibly, which was sick. And maybe that's actors tied to that. Why the heck would you not go show us the other side of the coin? I mean, the Empire sells. At the end of the day, that's the thing. The Empire sells. The Rebellion sells. That stuff is still good if you can do it right. I had no idea that this was kind of going on, and so I am thrilled, because I don't know to derail us here, but to go back for the last couple Star Wars video games, they haven't really been that good.
I know. Yeah. It's actually funny. Recently, I have been kind of on a mission to go back and dive into them, because Jedi Survivor, or Jedi Fallen Order, I loved. I think everyone did. Survivor came out, and I got it on PC, and it had some issues when it initially launched. It was really bad, and I just unfortunately haven't gone back and played it. So I know a lot of people, from the sentiment I've seen online, is people said they really like the story of it. But they like the story more in Fallen Order, but they like the gameplay more in Survivor. Okay. And then Outlaws came now, and it had some issues and stuff like that. And then there was Star Wars Hunters, which is the biggest mind-boggling thing to me in existence, because Star Wars Hunters, to me, it should be a lesson. I mean, you and I literally have talked a lot on about like the difference between Marvel and Star Wars and Lucasfilm, at Disney, in terms of creating content. Like, how is it that Star Wars struggles from has these periods of long struggles when Marvel just knocks it out of the park? So Star Wars comes out with Star Wars Hunters, which is like a same type of like an Overwatch type of a game, right? Like 6v6 hero based shooter, whatever. And then it flopped. It wasn't very good. It was all these random made up characters. Like, oh, you can play as like some random Sith that nobody's ever heard of or anything. And then Marvel comes out with Marvel Rivals, and it's one of the biggest games. I mean, in the last year and this year, it's this huge game where it's a same type of a game, but you get to play as all these Marvel characters, and you're constantly sitting there being like, every so often they update it and they give us new characters. So last time it was Fantastic Four. And as I'm playing this game and I'm playing as Iron Man and I'm playing Magneto, all I can think about is, oh, I would love to play as this character. I would love to play as this character. Like all the ones they haven't added yet, right? Like, oh man, I would totally love to play as Cyclops or Doctor Doom or Vision or some of these other characters that they haven't added yet. And it's like, why doesn't that type of a game exist for Star Wars? Well, like it did in Battlefront. Remember, that was one of the coolest things is you're in these things, then you get to drop in as the hero and go level people. And you go back 2017, a lot has changed since 2017 in the video game landscape, right? Like battle royals, games like Fortnite have totally taken over. And it's like, you're telling me like they've actually even put the Star Wars characters in Fortnite. Right?
I know.
And you can play it. I think they added Darth Jar Jar.
Darth Jar Jar's on there, for Christ's sake.
It's in Fortnite, and it's like, why doesn't Star Wars just have its own standalone type of a game like that? One of the last year, when Helldivers 2 came out, I don't know if how familiar you are with Helldivers.
Just a little bit, yeah.
It's it's an utterly fantastic game, and I made a ton of content, and it all really blew up. I mean, it's actually like my best performing videos ever.
Yeah.
And I said, this format right here, where it's a four-person team, you get dropped in, and you basically have these small little missions you have to do, and then you get pulled out. But the whole thing about the game is it is a galactic war, and everyone participates, but it's all PvE essentially. Okay. So it's like this huge timer, and it's showing you. It's basically like a guy at the studio is the one controlling, like, okay, now the war's going to go to this planet, and now the war's going to go to this planet.
Dude.
But everyone drops in and you all do missions, and you're all working for the same goal, which is to win the war.
Right.
And it's like, you're telling me like you could literally swap these characters out with clone troopers or rebels or whatever.
Yep.
I actually feel like clones and droids would be the best way to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
You're telling me that wouldn't blow up? People wouldn't be playing that like absolutely crazy. There's so many other types of games that now you look at and you're just like, God, that would work for Star Wars. And man, Battlefront 3, I'm telling you, like, dude, it would just be such a big game. People wanted it for so long.
Right. I mean, so it's they have a proven like track record. I mean, if the numbers are that high for Battlefront 2 right now, and these petitions are going on,
it hasn't been updated in 5 years.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay, it definitely there's a formula for success there. Go ahead and make it. Nothing else you have done has honestly panned out very well, right?
Not to the success of like
Jedi Survivor or Jedi Fallen Order,
like a Star Wars. Yeah,
you're right. So, I mean, it just feels like now is the time. I want to mention it. It's something